is empowering, then it's transcendental. If dependence is weakening, it's tamagun. Krishna Govinda Hari Marai. Because there's even recognized in the world of psychology, dependency which can disempower. Yeah. And of course, we have codependency in an empowering way. So the connotation is all codependency is weakening, but we're very dependent on our guru. We can't, that's for sure. But we're not dependent in a way that's weakening. For example, when the spiritual master leaves, we have experience because Prabhupada left, and some of you have experience already, your spiritual master's left. When the spiritual master leaves, if we had unhealthy codependence, it's very difficult. If we had healthy codependence, it's not, because you feel he never left. He's still there, I'm serving his mission, I'm doing what I always did, I'm hearing from him. But if you had unhealthy codependence, then you wouldn't be able to function well in your spiritual life without his presence. So we saw that with Prabhupada. Some people, even when Prabhupada was here, they had so much association with him, it was difficult for them to function well if they didn't have a lot of association. So that's not healthy. And Srila Prabhupada said that he only met his guru on 6 occasions. So he was making the point that it's not that you have to be with your guru all the time. But as we said, he was always with his guru. So he said, I met him on 6 occasions, but you could say he met him every day. He was with him every day. So Prabhupada was not dependent on the personal association. He was living the instructions of his guru, so he was always with him. So that's an important point. And so definitely we need to be dependent on our guru, because ultimately everything is by his mercy, as this song so nicely explained. What can we do without his mercy? And, atheism is like everything happens, by our effort. So it's not that we don't make effort and things don't happen by our effort, but atheism is all 100% our effort. There is no other person or energy, right? It's just us. So in spiritual circles, we know everything happens by the mercy of Guru and the mercy of Krishna. We know that. It's like our whole life is just a personification of their mercy, because without their mercy, all this effort we make wouldn't produce much, if anything. I think most devotees had some spiritual path before they were devotees, without connection with the Guru in a bona fide parampara. And so they're doing their meditations and all this, and they're still struggling, and they're not making much advancement, isn't it? I remember, because I was doing meditation, and I started chanting, like one kirtan blew all the advancement away of my meditation, just like that was like years of meditation, and one kirtan was like, well, that was faster and better, something like that. That's mercy. So, or Shastra says that if you get a mantra, if you're initiated and you get a mantra, but the Guru is not bona fide, then the mantra doesn't have Shakti. So you're chanting it, you're making an effort. There's no Kripa Shakti in your mantra, because it's not connected. So you could do meditation many, many days, many, many hours a day, and nothing happens. So that's a demonstration of mercy. But to think that I always have to get the association of my Guru, the praise of my Guru, I have to be the pet disciple and all that, that's unhealthy, because you don't. And I think we could say Prabhupada was the pet disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta with only a few hours here and there of association, because of what he did. So, you want to get the association. How do we get the association of Prabhupada? You serve his mission. You will experience that association. You'll feel very close, just as Prabhupada felt very close to his Guru. That's how he got his association. And Prabhupada wanted us to spread the mission he created. So if you're spreading the mission that Prabhupada created, you feel very close because it's his mission. Like you're serving in his mission. You're distributing his books. You're giving his teachings. You're so close. It's like, even though you're the grandchild still, that doesn't matter. The time span doesn't matter. Prabhupada is always present with those who serve him. So that's how, when you feel separation from Guru, one of the best ways to have their association is to hear from them and serve their mission. And we're all within Prabhupada's mission. And in so many places, Prabhupada said, I want you all to be spiritual master, meaning I want you all to all be teachers and take people under you that you can guide and take responsibility for them. So it doesn't mean you initiate them necessarily, but that you will help them and take responsibility. And when we all do that, we're all connected with Prabhupada because that's the thing that's most dear that he wanted. I want to read something to you. You're going to be rewarded for coming on time. And others will have to hear this in the recording. This is very, very beautiful, and it really sets a good mood for the Vyas Puja. Some devotees become very excited about sadhus with higher realizations who regularly speak about confidential Vrindavan Leelas in an intimate, attractive manner. Such devotees, well, I would say some, seem to think that Srila Prabhupada had a lower realization because he almost always spoke the simple, basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness. I mean, it could appear that way. Someone could question, did Prabhupada have a higher realization? Because he wasn't speaking about these intimate things. He almost always spoke the simple, basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness and was most cautious about speaking of esoteric subjects. However, simply speaking about high topics does not constitute the highest realization. The highest realization is to sacrifice everything to serve Krishna as he wants. Krishna wants Prithivite Ache Yada Nagarari Gram Sharvata Prachahobe Moronam, preaching in every town and village. Srila Prabhupada was always absorbed in preaching Krishna consciousness. He generally spoke in a simple manner, at a philosophical level accessible to all. He hardly ever discussed the subtleties of Vasa Tattva or other intimate topics, at least not in public. In his books, Some people have concluded, therefore, that Prabhupada is a lesser guru who teaches only on a lower level. Maybe they have not heard that even higher than Madhurya, the sweet exchange of Krishna and the gopis in Vrindavan, is Audarya, the mood of liberal distribution of Krishna Bhakti, exhibited by Lord Chaitanya. Even if we consider Madhurya Ras as the highest, what is the essence of Madhurya? It is sacrificing everything for Krishna, just as the gopis did. No one of his generation sacrificed to that level, to the level that Prabhupada did. Others may speak of prema, but Prabhupada demonstrated his prema by going all over the world, preaching and convincing the atheists and demons, or at least taking them on. So I'm going to skip. There's a story here. The position of a Vaishnava can be tested by seeing how good a touchstone he is. This is from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That is, by seeing how many Vaishnavas he has made during his life. This is the highest realization, and Srila Prabhupada had it. There is no one in this world more dear to Krishna, nor will there ever be one more dear. So here's a story. Summer of 1975 in Detroit. We were on a morning walk, and the devotees were consistently asking Srila Prabhupada questions about the gopis, their love for Krishna, and intimate dealings. It doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about these things, but this is for a private discussion. And most of the devotees at that time were not, they were young devotees and not very qualified. It seemed it was a subject matter that Srila Prabhupada did not want to get into very much. It even appeared as if he was getting a little annoyed that the devotees continued to ask these questions about the gopis and their relationship with Krishna. The morning walk continued in this way for some time, and I had been constantly thinking what I could say to please Srila Prabhupada. In other words, he was feeling awkward that everyone's talking about the gopis, and he could sense it was inappropriate. And it was disturbing Prabhupada. So what could I say that would please him? I'm sure other devotees were thinking like this too. We were all eager for his attention. At one point, when we turned around to go back to the parked cars, I was filled with so much intensity as to what I could say to Srila Prabhupada, something to show some appreciation for him. I was scared, shy, so many things. But finally I said, Prabhupada! When I said his name, somehow Prabhupada just stopped and looked right at me. Looked right at me. I said, Srila Prabhupada, I'm a book distributor in Chicago. We are distributing so many of your books. Our desire is to really please you by this book distribution in Chicago. Our desire is somehow or other be able to distribute 100 books each and every day for your satisfaction. And Prabhupada just looked at me. I was practically in a state of shock. I could barely get these words out. My throat was choked up. I was shaking. But I felt I just had to say this to Srila Prabhupada. I wanted to remember that I had said something to Prabhupada in this lifetime. In other words, this must have been the first thing he ever said. All of a sudden, he broke out into a huge smile. He then said, just see, this is my real disciple. My real disciple is always thinking how to please the spiritual master. And he realizes how to please me. And he realizes how to please me is to distribute these books. This is an example. This is an example of a real devotee. He kept telling me how nice it was that I had this desire, how pleased he was by the book distribution. Of course, it's not just book distribution, but any devotee has a strong desire to serve in many other ways. And Prabhupada would respond in a similar way. He continued to smile and concluded by saying, thank you very much, Hare Krishna. So, Prabhupada's example, it's like so obvious of what he did in capturing the essence of the mission of his guru, isn't it? It's like so obvious. And if you want an example of what to do, well, there it is. If you want an example how to please Prabhupada, well, do what he did. And I told this story before. I don't know if you've all heard it. It's such a beautiful story. Similar to this story, some devotees were discussing Gopi Bhav, the emotions of the gopis, and so many things about the gopis. And they were not devotees of ISKCON, they were devotees of another organization, Gaudiya organization, and they were discussing, like what is being spoken of here, discussing intimate, trying to understand. I mean, we should try to understand the gopis' love, that's for sure. But sometimes it may go beyond our pay level, and then it's like eating too much. You get indigestion. So there's one of our godbrothers, Achyutananda Prabhu, and he was invited there. And so they're, talking, as I understand the story, it was pretty esoteric or deep. And he said, well, if you want to understand the gopis' love, it's quite simple. The gopis' love is this. When you're 69 and you get on a boat to go to America and sacrifice your life to spread Krishna consciousness, that's the gopis' love. So that is how Prabhupada thinks. You bring it down to something practical, not like we can talk about the love and then okay, let's take prasadam and take a little rest and do a little bhajan. And of course we should do these things, but Prabhupada understood the mission of his guru, so that was not enough for Prabhupada. And so maybe we could add to this, when you understand the mission of your guru and you sacrifice yourself for that mission, that's Gopi Bhav. That's what it means. And if we study Prabhupada, we can see time and time and time again, he asked his disciples, you all become guru. Guru means teacher, so not necessarily that everyone will have disciples, but I think what's really important is when you use the word guru, that means if you're connecting people to Krishna, you take care of them, you stay with them. You don't just drop them off at the bus station and say goodbye. You've brought them to Krishna, you've given birth, they're your children, you take care of them. So if every follower of Srila Prabhupada did that, then Krishna consciousness would spread widely. And Prabhupada used to talk a lot. Well, you all become guru. You all have disciples. Just like I have 5,000, you all have 10,000. Like he really wanted us to take responsibility for spreading Krishna consciousness. And obviously he's leaving, he can't do it. So if we don't do it, it's not going to happen. And if you feel affection for Prabhupada and his movement, you want to not only maintain it, but you want to expand it. Because that's what he wanted you to do. Like someone will ask me, why did you become guru? Who do you think you are? Only because it was Prabhupada asked over and over and over, like all the time, right from the beginning, it was asking. So maybe you won't become Diksha Guru, maybe that's not your calling in life. But he always said, become all my disciples, become Guru. So in a sense, Siksha Guru is more important because you're taken back to Godhead by the instructions, not just by a ceremony. I guess this is the initiation lecture now, right? Yeah. It is the instruction, because we see that, and often a disciple will have a deeper connection with a Siksha Guru than a Diksha Guru because those instructions had more meaning to them. Maybe their Diksha Guru had more of a passive role or a backseat role. Sometimes in the history of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, you'll see that they're just giving initiation, but they're not really instructing so much. And so the disciple, even the Diksha Guru, will say, go to this Guru and take instruction. So that Guru becomes prominent because that's the one who's guiding them. This is the path back to Godhead, all right? It's like, who's more, you go to university and you go to the administrative office and they allow you in the university, but the most important thing is what you learn there, not that you just hang out on campus. So your teachers are very important. Not that your Diksha Guru isn't a teacher, of course he is, but in some cases he's not the most important teacher, and in some cases he's not even teaching. In our movement we're all teaching, but sometimes you don't have so much access. So that's what Prabhupada meant. And it's not just that physically you're teaching, but you're somehow or other bringing people closer to Krishna through various means, through your chanting, your cooking, your deity worship, your writing, your painting, your drama, whatever it is. But that mission it's really a mission of compassion. It was Prabhupada's compassion. You could say, well, Prabhupada was dedicated to the order of his guru, and that's true, and that's why he came. But I think equally it's because he had compassion. It wasn't just, like for us, we go out and spread Krishna consciousness because Prabhupada has compassion, and he'll sacrifice. way more than we will for people. So his compassion is what pushes us, right? He has much more than we do. But I think in Prabhupada's case, although he was duty-bound to represent the compassion of his guru and to hold the disciplic succession, he had equal amounts of compassion. It's different from us. You ever do some preaching programs and like that, and you're like, this is so hard, and I should have stayed home and just, eaten potato chips or something. Why did I do it? Because my guru wanted me to. I didn't really want to do it. My guru wanted. I mean, so many times when I've traveled, I'm like, I'm home and everything's like organized and regular, and it's just, it's very easy. And it's better for my health. And then it's time to go, and I tell my wife, I don't want to go. Because it's just like everything becomes irregulated and upside down. So that would be an example. Well, why are you going? Well, Prabhupada wants you to. We have to represent him, and it's his compassion. But his compassion is like he'll suffer 100 times more for the fallen conditioned souls than I would be willing to. Right? Isn't it? So, But in Prabhupada's case, it wasn't like that. It wasn't just duty to his guru or just his guru's compassion. It was his compassion. And that's why he wouldn't stop even to the last moment. So, how could you not see that example? It's so obvious what to do. It's so obvious what Prabhupada wants us to do because he did it. And he's Acharya, and he sets an example so that he always pushed that. Become guru. And, so whenever you hear that, become guru, don't freak out and think, well, he's talking to somebody else. It doesn't mean you have to be some big guru on a Vyasa-san. People are washing your feet. But it means you help people become Krishna conscious and you take responsibility. That's what it means. And that's, in some way, that's what it means. Somehow. You can be sitting at home writing a book or recording a song, but the mood is give it. You want to give this to people. That's what Prabhupada wanted. So it's good to meditate on this on his appearance day. And meditate on his example, because it's such a perfect example. The story I've often told Prabhupada was in Mayapur. It was actually in Shantipur before he came to America. And he was chanting and crying. Pujari said, why are you crying? Pujari knew him because Prabhupada used to go there when he was younger. And the Pujari saw him in saffron. Now Prabhupada would be in white, now he's in saffron. Looks familiar. And then he goes up to him and he says, oh, it's you. Why are you, sure they had an exchange, but why are you crying? And he said, my spiritual master's given me a mission that's impossible. They have that movie. Is it a movie or a TV show? Mission Impossible. Yeah. He's given me a mission. It's impossible. I'm totally unqualified to do it. Yeah. Mission impossible. He's given me a mission that's impossible to execute, and I'm just praying for his mercy. So, we all feel like that, don't we? Prabhupada, wants the whole world to become Krishna conscious. Like, how do you do that? I can hardly keep myself Krishna conscious. How am I going to, make the world? And I don't have much of a brain for doing that. So it's like, how am I going to do it? You're going to go to Shantipur and sit in front of the deities and cry, basically. I think I should read my offering, because my offering's exactly about this point. I just have to find it. Just give me a sec. This is a perfect segue. I don't know how we ended up here. I was supposed to talk about this later, but we're on transcendental time schedule, I guess. I just, I have to do one of those things where did I put it? Unless somebody has my offering somewhere. Found it somewhere. Okay. Vyasa Puja offerings. Okay, I think we're getting close. 2025, okay. It's your lucky day. I got it, I think. Where did you find it? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, nice. My computer doesn't want to load Microsoft. Oh, that's interesting. Let's try it again. Or maybe it did. Hare Krishna. Maybe I should read it. It doesn't want to. Maybe I didn't pay my Microsoft account bill or something. Okay, so I'll read this because it's exactly about what we're talking about. Murphy's Law. Things will go wrong at the worst moment. Okay. Imam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pushtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Ti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Navishesha Shinjavadi Pustati. I'm reading this because I think it's totally relatable to everybody. Dear Srila Prabhupada, I wish I were a better and more capable disciple. If so, I could serve you in the way an exalted spiritual master like yourself deserves to be served. I have always wished I were more qualified as a person and as a devotee so that I could do more for you. If I were more intelligent, I would be able to convince the most intelligent people that Krishna consciousness is the real panacea for the world's ills. Plus, I would be able to make intelligent plans for spreading Krishna consciousness, plans that would take Krishna consciousness to new levels. I wish I were more spiritually advanced. If so, I could be a perfect example to others. Thus, I could inspire even those who are not doing well in Krishna consciousness or who have become alienated from bhakti or ISKCON. If I were more advanced, I could attract people to Krishna consciousness in the same way you did, just by your presence. Can you relate? I wish I had a more subtle brain. If so, I could better understand the nuances and implications of our philosophy and how it can be perfectly understood and applied in every situation. I would also always be able to identify if ever we are going off and exactly how to get back on track. I wish I were more insightful. If so, I would be able to envision exactly how you would want Krishna consciousness spread according to the changing times and culture of the ever-changing world. I could discern exactly how to do this without having to water down our teachings, while at the same time not alienating people. I wish I were more cultured. If so, I would be able to impress Krishna consciousness upon the most aristocratic people on the planet. I wish I were a better leader and manager. If so, I could help solve many of ISKCON's problems, devise strategies to prevent future problems, and ensure a brighter future for ISKCON. I would also be able to improve and or develop many of the projects that are dear to your heart. I wish I could perfectly follow all your instructions, just as you perfectly followed your Guru Maharaj's orders. If so, I could serve you infinitely more than I have. Actually, Srila Prabhupada, there are so many things I've always wished I were, solely because I wanted to serve you better. I always felt that you deserved better than what I could give you, and that you didn't deserve such an incompetent disciple as myself. You are the best, and you deserve the best. Unfortunately, I failed in so many ways, and I also gave you problems. But, okay, everyone, you can give up your depression because now there's a but. But for better or for worse, I am what Krishna sent you, and I know you accept and love me as I am. Although I can't offer you all that I would like to because I am lacking in many ways, what I can offer you is the best of what I am. Take me as I am, and I promise to give you the best of what I have to offer, whatever that is. And that's all we can do, right? So we have this big mission. Just take me. You know, I'm useless. Prabhupada is so intelligent, so capable. Sometimes when you're with Prabhupada, you felt like an idiot because you'd say something and Prabhupada would reply, and it's like, I wish I wouldn't have said that. Can we turn back the time clock? You know, it's too late now. I always pray I can do more for you because you are such an inspiration to me, and you want so badly to spread Krishna consciousness to every nook and corner of this planet, indeed to every nook and corner of the universe. Therefore, I pray that you empower me so that I can be for you what I always wanted to be, an empowered servant who can perform wonderful activities in your service that far exceed my limited abilities. Your servant, Mahatma Das. So, this is our position. Prabhupada has given us this like mission, which we look at and think, well, what can I do? And all we can do is be sincere and pray and ask Krishna to use us, to be willing. And the more you're willing, the more you can be used. And you may not be so smart or talented, but Krishna can use you if you want to be used. And so that's our desire. And Prabhupada will accept whatever you are and whatever you can do. And what else can we do? Right? And when you go back to Godhead, then you can tell Prabhupada what you did. This is at least what you tried to do. And of course, if you try, something's going to happen, that's for sure. There's no question. And I think the beginning of the movement is a testimony to a lot of incompetent people trying and getting amazing results. So, Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Are you just waiting for me to stop? Then we'll start. Yeah, okay. Well, give me another minute or two to think. Yeah. When, of course, Prabhupada's mercy is especially abundant today on his appearance day, but I think appearance days of Prabhupada, like every year, you'll celebrate another appearance day, and every year you can go a little deeper in your understanding of Prabhupada and his mission and your relationship with him. And it just should grow over your life. And the more you connect with his mission, like what it exactly is that he wants, the closer you'll be to him, the more mercy you'll get. Doesn't mean you sacrifice your own sadhana. That's part of being connected with what Prabhupada wants. But you do something that will bring people to Krishna. Oh, I have a story. Would you like to hear it? So, one of my godbrothers went to South Africa. I don't know when he went, maybe 1979. And maybe not a lot was going on. Hare Krishna. Excuse me. Maybe not a lot was going on. And he is a very good manager, and he made things happen. And so he organized like the first major Janmashtami in South Africa. And they had it, I think they had it outside, outdoor Pandal. 50,000 people came. Like probably the Janmashtami before was 100 or 200, and then 50,000 people came in. And he reported that to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, I'm so proud of you. When I think of you, my chest swells in pride. So, of course, not all of us can do anything major, but anything we do, whatever result we get, you should know that you've pleased Prabhupada and he's proud of you and he's happy, and don't think otherwise. Because we're existing to please him, and he definitely reciprocates, and he knows what we're doing, and don't ever think he doesn't. And there's a story. Prabhupada was in London, and he asked to see the book distributors. This was the last time he was at Bhaktivedanta Manor, so there were about 15 book distributors, and he wanted them to come in the room, so they all came in, and he said, "Thank you for doing this." That's why he called them in, to thank. And they're all, "Thank you, but Prabhupada, thank you." No, thank you for doing this service. So don't think that Prabhupada doesn't appreciate it. So we have his example, what he did. We have his instructions, what he wants us to do. And we have so much evidence of how much he appreciates it. And that's how we remain connected. And I think this is so important because in Prabhupada's Vyas Puja, if you remember, it's printed in all the Vyas Puja books, he gave a lecture and he said, a festival of fruits and flowers does not constitute worship, but one who worships the order actually worships the Guru. Hey, Krishna's arrangement. One who worships the order of the Guru actually worships. So we don't want this day to go by as a festival of fruits and flowers, but we want to go deeper in our connection with Prabhupada, so we can actually worship his mission and his order, and that will please him the most. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Thai Go Premanandi, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna.
Thank you all for coming here, especially Mahatma Prabhu. I immediately feel the difference of having a dedicated Srila Prabhupada disciple here on this most auspicious day of his appearance. And I was thinking immediately, Toshan Prabhu, we have to have this every year. Either you come or the god brother or god sister. Excuse me.
I was so happy with that program yesterday. I decided every Janmashtami I will be here. I was just hanging out and people like constantly coming up to me, buying books, asking questions. Like I was like, oh, I should have been out on the floor a lot earlier. It was so nice. Otherwise, being at Lachua and there's like, just walking around, I mean, it's nice, but this is better.
This is one of my best news of this year, maybe this life. Really amazing. That's amazing, Prabhu. Thank you. Yes, I saw that, yeah. What time did you leave?
We came here, I think we got here about 10:15, didn't we?
I mean, last night.
Oh, here? What time did we leave here?
No, what time did you leave the Janmashtami festival?
I think 10 o'clock. Yeah, we left around 10.
I mean, he stayed like so. I was kept looking. He was still talking, people coming, and yeah, that's a really nice, so nice. Yeah, so I also heard your offering from the back door, and it's also, that is the mood, right? To pray to be more, not to lament that we are not what we want to be, but to also is to reach out and to pray to be better, to be more pure, a better instrument, and then we can make so many people happy. And ourselves, our happiness, we don't have to worry about it. It will be part of the whole tidal wave of Krishna consciousness.
I think one of the real essences was take me as I am. It's a nice title for a song also. I think there is a song like that. Take me as I am. You know, this is what I am. I'll give you this old car. It doesn't work so well, but I'll give it to you and use it. You know, like that. And we all need to feel that way, so we remain. Otherwise, we become discouraged.
Okay, maybe that can be the theme of the day or of our year or our life. Please accept me as I am. Take me as I am, and I will do my best for you. Jai. So now the pujaris are all ready, eagerly waiting. Even Srila Prabhupada, you can't see, but he's also waiting for his Abhishek. So the most auspicious bathing ceremony of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, is about to begin. So should we actually sit or should we stand? What is proper? Okay, so you can remain seated. Please reveal His Divine Grace. Yeah, but that's Guru Puja, right? We will do that later, I think. Or is it simultaneous? Please explain to me what is the idea, because you can get the mic, because I'm not informed on the technicality. Okay. The very good news also today, the second one, if not many more, is that everyone who wants to, is allowed to bathe Srila Prabhupada. So that is very nice. Normally only the brahmanas can do these kind of things, but today, by his mercy, we can all do. So that's very nice. Jai. And how is it going to be conducted? So we reveal him. But just tell us, so everything can go smoothly. How do you want? You want different people from different sides, one by one? Yeah. One side. You can, the pujari will give you the opportunity to clean your hands, which is considered purification. Then you can go and bathe Srila Prabhupada. The pujaris will give you the articles, you just pour over him. From the top or the feet first? Top, from the head. Okay. And then is there a song sung? Are we offering flowers also? Later. Okay, but we will sing, right? Not Guru Puja song. Okay. All right. Okay, and if you want, then you can also offer your obeisances after you have bathed Srila Prabhupada, but for fluidity, maybe it's good to do it a little bit on the side or in the back. Yes? Yes. Everything clear? We're ready for it? There are so many talented singers. You want me to sing? I'm sorry. I wanted to give it to you. Hare Krishna. Okay, yes, please. I'd love to sing. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Vyas Puja ceremony of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON founder, Acharya Srila Prabhupada, savior of the whole world, ki. Gaur Premanande, Haribo. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol. Namah Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristai Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschadeshatarine. Thank you. Namaste Prabhupada. No. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vasyachadesha Tarine. Jai Ho. Namaste. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Haribo. Go! Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Gauranga. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Mahaprabhu. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Haribo. Shri Krishna Gaura Gaura Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda. Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada. Jai Ho! Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda, Jai Prabhupada. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nam Eva Kevalam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, bolo. Hare Krishna, hey, Krishna Krishna. Thank you. Oh. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Rama Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Shyam. Oh, Haribo, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare. Bolo bolo, prem se bolo, Jai Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Alama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Shyam. Nitai Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Prabhupada, we love you. Prabhupada, we need you. Prabhupada, we thank you. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try to follow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo, Prem se bolo, eh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Radha Gopinath. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. All over the world, every day, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo 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 bolo, hey. Nitai 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 Gauranga. Nitai 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 Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Hey, Jaya Sachinandana, Nitai Gauranga. Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Oh, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. Mayapura Chandra, Jai Sachinandana. Gauranga, Ahe Mayapura Chandra, Jaya Sachinandana. Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga. Hey, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Bolo. Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Hey. Oh, Gaura, 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 Hare. Hey. Gauranga, Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari. Hey. Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari. Bolo. Gaura, Gaura, Gaura Hari. Hey. Kali Yuga Pavana Gaura Hari. Hey. Oh, Kali Yuga Pavana Gaura Hari. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, hey, chant to me, Happy Prabhupada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rama Rama Rama. Hey. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, everybody chant. Hey. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Guru Parampara, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, all the way back to Godhead. Haribo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo, ah! Forever, holy name. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Prabhupada. Oh yeah. Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga. Oh. Hey, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Oh, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaurahari. Rivo! Ah, Gaura, 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 Hare. Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Bolo Bolo Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Hare Hare, Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Bolo, Hare Wow, Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Hey, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Oh, hey, hey. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Feel free to dance. Feel free to get up and dance for Prabhupada. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What? Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vivo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Anitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jai, 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivraj Gacharja Statera Sati Shishimad His Divine Grace. O Bhoi Charanara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Shami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Brindi ki jai. ISKCON BBT founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nam Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shvashri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Ramakun Radha Kundi Giri Govardhan ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham ki jai. Ganga Mai ki jai. Jamuna Mai ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tulsi Devi ki jai. Shama Veda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gopremanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Srila Prabhupada ki! Srila Prabhupada's appearance day ki! Gaur Premanande! Haribo! All right, so as usual, time is absent when we do kirtan, and but we still have a schedule. So because it's Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja today, we also in the ISKCON temples, the tradition is to have a Vyasa Puja book with offerings of all the different temples, sannyasis, and also senior devotees. Vijay Prabhu, this year, I think you wrote an offering for ISKCON Amsterdam. So I thought for just to be very concise, let's start with you reading the offering of ISKCON Amsterdam. Yeah, let's first start with the. Can you come to the front, Prabhu? Come to at least two here. Prabhupada is also here. Maybe you can show it on the screen as well. Is that possible? Okay. All right. Here, there they are here. Maybe you can stand here next to Prabhu.
So this is the offering we wrote from ISKCON Amsterdam for the Vyasa Puja book for 2025. Dear Srila Prabhupada, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nevishesha Shunyavadi Pashyachidishitarini. Hare Krishna, on behalf of the devotees of Amsterdam, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to your divine lotus feet. Although unqualified, we would like to present you this humble offering for your wonderful appearance day. We are truly blessed that you offered us the chance to be part of your ISKCON family, which is saving us from being attracted and attached to the distractions that the material world brings forth to us. You once mentioned that Amsterdam is a very good place for your movement. During your visit to Amsterdam, you were pleased when you saw so many cows in the country, but you also saw a lot of frustrated young people in the streets. Being merciful and compassionate toward them, you advised the Amsterdam devotees at that time to let them chant with us. Go on Sankirtan, you said, and that will for sure purify them. And if they are interested in philosophy, sell them books. Inspired by your instructions and trying to help you fulfill your desire to spread Krishna consciousness everywhere, in a humble way, we made some endeavors to attract people to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Although very small compared to your accomplishments, we hope it will be pleasing to you, and we'd like to offer this to your divine grace. For a few years, we have been celebrating big festivals like Janmashtami in a big hall or church, which attracts hundreds of devotees. The program is varied, with kirtan, dance, drama, arti, Abhishek and prasadam. Next to that, we organize an annual kirtan mela, with kirtan for the whole day, again held in a church building close by. And the highlight of the year, the Rath Yatra Festival, is growing bigger and more professionally organized each year. With the most important square of the Netherlands as the venue, the festival attracts thousands of people who are looking for something worthwhile to live for. In an attempt to spread the holy names to every town and village, we regularly go on Harinam each month in a different city or village, close to Amsterdam itself, of course. In the meantime, we distribute your valuable books, which can save all humankind from the most miserable and abominable circumstances and situations. And we run multiple weekly Naamhutta and monthly large programs in nearby cities like Alphen aan de Rijn, Amstelveen, Eindhoven, Hoofddorp and Uithoorn, where we cultivate families in Krishna consciousness and bring them to the temple for service. Dear Srila Prabhupada, this would not have been possible without all the efforts you made for us. We will always remember that whatever we do, it is thanks to you and is meant to please you and Lord Krishna, whose names you brought so mercifully to the Western world for us to benefit from. Our congregation is still in development and we still have much to learn. Please bless us that we stay strong in your service and that we will be able to continue serving your lotus feet. For your pleasure, we are very eager to find a building that will be owned by the temple so that we can serve you and the devotees in a better way. We have much trust that with your blessings, this will eventually happen. Thank you so much. Haribol, your servants from ISKCON Amsterdam. Haribol. Jai.
In the program, we now have some time. We decided to skip the Guru Puja, which if you have seen the program, the Guru Puja in the morning, we skip it because it's also going to be done in the afternoon. Then there will be more people. And so just for if you think, oh, it's not correct, this is the decision we're making. But we would like to take some time for give devotees the opportunity to speak some or read some personal offerings. Yeah, the Sampati Prabhu, I hear you have something. Yes, so please keep it in mind. We don't have that much time. But even if, not just you, but for everyone, it's a wonderful, heart-opening experience to have people speak from the heart to Srila Prabhupada. If you have a written offering, that's also very nice, but you can also speak from the heart. Just keep it short. Yes. Prabhu, you can come up. Here's Prabhupada. You can offer obeisances. He's not different from this picture. So.
It's a poem. It's not a new poem, but I think it's nice to now and then recite it, and today is a very good day for that. The title of the poem is Srila Prabhupada. He came across the ocean with a superhuman mission to liberate the people from this world of hollow dreams, establishing the culture of a genuine tradition. He sacrificed his livelihood and went to great extremes. With unsurpassed devotion and determined to succeed, he patiently endured the many troubles on his way, presenting holy scriptures and to teach us what we need, reminding us of Krishna in whatever he would say. His generous endeavor was a truly matchless gift, an act of real compassion just to save the fallen souls, to shine his spotless light on a society adrift, reveal its lower nature and its God-forsaken goals. An unrelenting warrior that showed us who we are, example of humility without a false facade. Demolishing the darkness like an ever-shining star, I offer my obeisances to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you. Yada Sampati Prabhu ki jai. He's our home poet. He has many poems. What's your website, Prabhu? Yada, like Yadus, yadasampati.nl. There's many poems, also in English, maybe? Dutch and English. Yeah, so he also has some very nice poems about Krishna's pastimes. It's very nice. It's his gift. So let's relish it. Thank you. Okay, who is next? Who would like to speak? Now, don't be shy. We have a lot that we have received from Srila Prabhupada throughout the year. Maybe you would like to speak something or share something. Or even just share an anecdote, something you read about him or from him, which inspires you. I'm afraid not. Digitally, probably, yes. Can you get it digitally? The Vyasa Puja book. Yeah, let's get it on the screen, because there's many wonderful offerings there as well. Yeah, I can say something after. I would like to inspire. We do this, This is Amsterdam. Maybe many guests now. We think, oh my God, I was. Yes, this is a smaller Vyasa Puja. You actually get the opportunity, if you take it, to say something in appreciation of Srila Prabhupada. Or maybe, Caro, you have a song or something? Or Anna? Songs? Not right, eh? Yes. Pratabrudha Prabhu. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. Without you, there is no hope for all of us. I remember, like I have heard in the Prabhupada's talks. So one time Prabhupada was going on a morning walk, and then he suddenly stopped, and he has his sticks, and with that stick he was doing something, there was a ice, and he was with his stick, he was trying to break that ice. And then as usual, like devotees who are accompanying Prabhupada, they were feeling that yes, there must be some message why Prabhupada is doing. And then they ask Prabhupada, why you are breaking the ice? So then Prabhupada, he said, because I am making this ice, I am bringing this ice to its natural position. So the natural situation of ice is water. So similarly, so that's how Prabhupada, that's what he has actually done. He is trying to bring all the living entities, all the souls, fallen souls like me, to their natural position, which is Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishna Nityadas. So that's how Prabhupada ji is trying to bring all of us to our natural position. And wherever Prabhupada ji goes, he has that Krishna is vision. So no matter whether anything is material or spiritual, he always used to see everything connected to Krishna, and how he can engage each and everything, no matter what it is, in the service of Krishna. So that is a vision of Prabhupada ji. He built such a amazing community that wherever you go, we always find a shelter. So on this most auspicious day, Prabhupada ji, I would like to pray you that may I and may we serve your mission sincerely, seriously, and without any ulterior motives, and become an instrument of compassion in your hand, as per whatever the empowerment which you want to give, and we can able to spread this joyful, blissful message of Krishna consciousness and touch as many lives, as many people as possible, if you desire so. Thank you, Prabhupada.
His case, Pratabrudha Prabhu ki jai. Yes, go ahead. Sudhir.
Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada not only just gave us some philosophy, he has given us a complete lifestyle. I don't think there is any other organization in the world which starts with a dancing at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Because everywhere we go, we say like, no, restrict the food. But he gave a beautiful lifestyle where we eat prasadam with a different dishes, automatically transforms. How practical it is. See, while giving a class on Srimad Bhagavatam on the pastime of Dhruva, when Dhruva died, there comes a celestial airplane to take Dhruva back to Godhead. At the time, Prabhupada says, at the time Dhruva asks a question, I am going back to Godhead, what about my mother? And the Vishnu Dutas shows the another celestial plane and says like, you are being brought up by your mother and you have been brought into Krishna consciousness by your mother in the starting stage, shows she is going even before than you. And there is another celestial plane where her mother will be flying to the Vaikunta. And while explaining that Leela, Prabhupada says, at least one of my devotee goes back to Godhead, it is with his mercy, I can also go back to Godhead. So it is our, to show at least like he gave enough for us, like even while reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we think like by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll be happy, we get knowledge, but many other things. But by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada will be pleased. Prabhupada will become happy. So he gave us so much, at least the best we can give back to him is by reading his books. And everything is there in his books. Whatever the questions we have in our daily life, we practically get the answer in his books. So I would request, that is the gratitude we can show him by reading his books, understand his mood, relish his blessings, and when we are progressing, he'll be happy, and we always have his blessings. I will conclude with one small pastime from the Hyderabad. I am from Hyderabad. Hyderabad temple was opened by Srila Prabhupada. And it is one of the temple where Srila Prabhupada invited the priest from Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam. It's the world's biggest temple it's located in Andhra Pradesh. Sampath Kumar Bhattacharya, who was the chief priest, came to do all that inauguration with all the homa and other paraphernalia. And the next day, Srila Prabhupada went to Mumbai, and Sampath Kumar Bhattacharya was still there. He saw that the devotees inaugurated the deity of Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was still alive. And he was not able to understand what is this. So he took time and took a flight and went to Mumbai and met Srila Prabhupada and said like, Prabhupada, I am from a Vaishnava Sampradaya where it is so inauspicious to install a deity of a person when he is still alive. Then the response Prabhupada gave is, now you understand why I came to this material world? Now you understand? Because Prabhupada was not a earthly man, he is a Vaikuntha man. I have a number of examples justifying that. If you see the... It's time over?
No. You missed maybe one point that because this priest, he said, if your deity is there, people will come to you, they will pray to you, they will drop their sins on you, and it will be negative for you, it will be inauspicious for you. Why this is happening? And then Prabhupada said,
yeah, even if you see in the Mayapur, the devotee Atma Tattva Das, he was distributing, giving some donor gave him some donation, so he gifted a Krishna book. While opening the Krishna book, saw the picture of Srila Prabhupada, and that donor have some kind of well-versed knowledge in that astrology something. He took out a small scale and measuring the dimensions of the face of the Srila Prabhupada, and he immediately got surprised and asked for a bigger picture of Srila Prabhupada. And Atma Tattva Prabhu got a bigger picture of Prabhupada and gave him, and he took a kind of a laser and measured the dimension of the face of the Srila Prabhupada and got surprised and told, no, he's not a person of this world, he's a Vaikuntha man. No person can have these dimensions when he's in this world. Even these are the practical things you can even find in the YouTube. Even if you see, okay, sir. Thank you.
you can see that Sudhir Prabhu is very inspired by Srila Prabhupada. Sudhir Prabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haribol.
We almost got it perfect. So this Acharya said, you're going to accept all the sins. Prabhupada said, I know.
Thank you, Maharaj.
And then he said, like, that's why I came. Don't you understand? That's why I came, to deliver them. Yeah, so wonderful. Okay, so we are having the Vyasa Puja book there. Prabhu, you have a suggestion? You want something with the book? Okay, we can do that. That is either Rida Chaitanya Prabhu or Madhusevita Prabhu. Madhusevita. They're both there. Maybe Madhusevita. He tends to be brief. Yeah, it's a fact. Oh, that's black. No. There, see? Brief. Who would like to read this? Maybe a Mataji can read. We only have right now. You want to read it? Okay, come here. This is Her Grace Surabi Devidasi.
Hare Krishna. Say? From here? Okay. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my prostrated obeisances at your feet. All glories to your divine appearance day. In those days when feelings of intense separation from you prevail over the ordinary, semi-conscious, routine life, I recall how elevated souls are present in both Krishna Lila and Gaura Lila. How wonderful it must be to see you serving your eternal spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, relishing the association of Srila Gaura Das Babaji, pleasing the heart of immensely dear Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and being blessed by Jagannath Das Babaji, Srila Vishwanatha and Baladeva Vibhushana must be smiling sweetly at you while the 6 Goswamis are engaged in churning the ocean of rasa, permeating the hearts of all. The emotions of Srila Rupa are your eternal inspiration. Your infinite compassion must have melted the heart of Srimati Radharani and forced her to bring to your feet the loving disciples who gave you their heart during your Prakacha Lila on this earth. My feelings of separation are for them as well. Those surrendered souls who gave their youth to your mission and loved you beyond bounds. May each of them canvass for the hopeless cause of Madhu Sevita Das, whose only desire in the old age of this plastic body is to rejoin your family, the loving family of ISKCON, back home, back to Godhead. Grasping your feet, I remain your useless servant, Madhu Sevita Das.
Thank you so much. I see a spontaneous offering being manifested here. Would you like to read it? Okay. This is Thakurani. Where are you based? Lithuania. We are a very international society today. Go ahead.
Please accept my humble obeisances, dear Srila Prabhupada. As I grow older, I see more and more that all I could even desire is to follow your footsteps. All the qualities I aspire for, I see in you. All the solutions to all my problems is just to listen seriously to your instructions and obey them. You're a perfect person, an ideal person, a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. How fortunate I am. How fortunate we all are to have you as our eternal Father, for our spiritual, for your spiritual qualities truly have no limit. There is no end to your purity and depth. How fortunate I am. And I was just wondering that what great things I did in my previous life to have your shelter and holy names. Prabhupada, I'm carrying this anxiety for your mission
and I'm taking it very seriously. I want to be a part of your vision that in every town and village, holy names will be chanted. Please engage me in your service. Please make me your tool, your servant, Thakurani Devidas.
Thank you very much. So nice. Yes. Okay. Yes, this is Thakurani, and Mahatma Prabhu, he engages her in kirtan a lot, and then he says, your service is to make everybody cry. So she's also good at it herself. So that's very nice. Thank you for sharing from your heart. Thank you so much. Okay, well, as I said, time is flying on. We have a very ambitious program today. So please take these small offerings as a sample of hopefully everyone's heart and gratitude. At request, I would like to say something small, which hopefully inspires you as it has inspired me. Yeah, I have been fortunate to be in the receiving mode of lots of mercy in this movement since early 80s. So you can imagine I've kind of grown up with ISKCON, wandered in and out, did so many things, established my life, my marriage, my child raising, my material career, divorce, so many things. And I'm not saying that as an example, just saying it as a fact. Yeah, and what I'm finding is now when I'm getting actually an old woman, at least physically, that the things that were attractive to me in the beginning, they're still all there. If nothing else, they have become only more and more bright. And I say sometimes when I speak to people in the street, when I try to distribute books, or when they have questions, this path is genuine, it's real. Maybe now you're younger, you're still wondering, shall I do this, shall I do that? So many things are possible in this world. But the essence is, I am a soul, I belong to Krishna, and Srila Prabhupada is the personally sent emissary from Krishna directly to help us all to show the reality of Bhakti Yoga. And as Prabhu was reading nicely in his offering, take me as I am. We know if we have a little self-reflection, we know we can do so much better. We're like all walking in embarrassment, right? When we are honest. But that is not necessary. Krishna knows it even better. He knows all our past lives, sins, everything. But he also knows who we really are, and he's sending the Guru Parampara, the representatives, to polish us up by chanting, by hearing, by reading, by taking prasadam, by distributing books, going on Harinam. We will be going very soon. You're all welcome. And Srila Prabhupada, he was not our teacher just when he came here. I want to point your attention to this nice book. It's a kind of a bouquet of small memories of people that knew Srila Prabhupada in his early life, when he was a boy, or when he was a grihasta, when he just moved to Vrindavan, when he became a sannyasi, and how he was, what personality he had, how he touched so many hearts. He wandered around like a very poor sadhu in Vrindavan, and they all say, we didn't know who he was. We didn't know. He was always talking about, I'm going to the West, I have this impossible order, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do my best. And some blessed him, some laughed at him. But all of them have to, in this book at least, they say, he did it. He went, he gave it to the West. They are so proud of Srila Prabhupada. So if you're curious, this book is Our Srila Prabhupada, A Friend to All. And then you can really go deeper. At least I feel I'm even more deeper now into my faith to Srila Prabhupada. If I hear that he was, the little kids, in Vrindavan, so many beggars, right? They were coming to him too, Baba, Baba. And then he was giving them sweets, he was giving them small coins, a quarter of a paisa. He always would have things for them because he cared. And I personally, I've told this story sometimes, but I went one time to Kusum Sarovara, it's a holy lake in Vrindavan, where Radha and Krishna, when Krishna Radharani picks flowers, right, for Krishna with the gopis. So we went there to see as in a holy place. And there was this one sadhu, he had a beard, and he said, yeah, I'll show you around. So he was very nice. He showed us all the pastimes. And he said, I knew your Swamiji. I thought, yeah, everybody says that in Vrindavan. You know, it's like almost like a tourist pooling line. But he said, no, I was a boy, and I was playing around here. And Swami Prabhupada used to come, and he saw me running, and he said, you should chant japa, not just run around. And he said, I said, Prabhupada, it's so difficult. I mean, Swamiji, it's so difficult, it's long japa mala. I can't do it. So next time when Prabhupada came there, he called the boy and he gave him this tiny mala, which, according to the Sada, he made himself. Prabhupada carved himself this tiny mala of 16 beads, and gave it to the boy and showed him how to chant. This is like 52 or something. And then he said, later he took us to his home, and he showed me that mala is on his altar. And I suddenly got this like, oh God, he's always been doing this, always. It's not just for the white people or in the West or to impress. No, he is like this. He wants everybody to be happy chanting Hare Krishna. So for Srila Prabhupada's pleasure, and to, end this the offering thing. I have an offer after that, but let's all chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So I also want to point to your attention, Srimad Bhagavatam. To dear Prabhu, he said it's such a wonderful book. We have to read that. Very, very true. That's also, it's considered very auspicious to read about the life of the great Acharya, Srila Prabhupada. We have today, last year actually, after 36 years it being out of print, we have the Dutch version of the book reprinted. So it's a great joy. We have it here today for you. It's only $7.50. It's in Dutch. So maybe if you don't read Dutch, maybe you want to get it for your neighbor, or I don't know. It's there. And also we have 4 copies of this book. This is the a very famous biography. It's the same book, but it's hardcover in English. And then when you read this I have to say is the book I read the most. I mean, like, I don't know, 5 times or something. It's so nice. You will immediately get inspired to go through with your struggles in your life, because we can see it's nothing compared to what Srila Prabhupada went through. Okay, just wanted to point it out there on the book table. This one is only 10 euros today, hardcover, very nice. This is $7.50. And now, the prasadam is offered, right? We're going to do small arti, yes. So the pujari is getting up again and going to offer arti. So maybe now someone of the ladies can sing. How long is this arti supposed to be? It's Dup arti? 15? 15 minutes. Yes. And after that we take prasadam. Anna? Come on. Rise to the occasion. Huh? Yeah, maybe you. Come. It's always someone else. You have to grab the mercy. Yes. There are many books also of Mahatma Prabhu, excuse me, and T-shirts and pen drives and CDs, and no, CDs not anymore. What? Yeah, and we will take prasadam 1:15. So please get ready. Tell your stomach. We're going to quite fast, because after that we go on Harinam. Haribol. Where is the standard? Where's the stand? Stand is gone. Yeah. No, it's later.